State Dance Tournament is history. It is in the books, and we've just completed day number 2, which was kick day, and kind of, I guess, always the bigger day, probably a little bit bigger crowds. Man, this afternoon, the lower bowl was just totally full as they were finishing up all 3 classes in the preliminaries. But Jill, we need to give the results, top 3 in all 3 of our classes, and here we go, starting with Class A.
All right, Class A, 3rd place went to Aiken, 2nd place went to Lacapra Valley, Dawson Boyd, and 1st went to Frazee. All great routines, a lot of fun happening in Class A.
All right, Stormy, you were down on the floor for Double A. Let's talk about the top 3 finishers in Double A.
Double A, 3rd was Faribault, 2nd was Totino Grace, and 1st was Sartell St. Stephen's.
Sartell St. Stephen and Totino Grace have been going back and forth the last several years in terms of who's winning it. Takes us to Triple A. Jill, what do we got on the top 3 there?
All right, 3rd place went to Lakeville North. They had a real fun Pet Fest drumline feel. 2nd went to Wayzata. Just a bunch of great routines, great songs that they put into this routine. And then 1st place went to Eastview with their Salsa Latin dance. It was really fun.
I think it's easy for us to say, watching both days, the quality in dance is not going down. The quality is coming up, and it's transforming a little bit too.
Yes, every year it just keeps getting tougher and tougher. And, you know, those teams that are at the top, they keep pushing each other to improve every year.
Talk about that transformation just briefly. What's happening with jazz now?
Jazz is becoming less of a jazz funk and more of a lyrical, just meaning slower songs, more flowier uniforms. And kick, personally, I'm just seeing more themes, wilder themes, more fun. Jill?
Different creative choreography more, I feel like, is you're seeing in both of them, is where, like you said, jazz is more of this lyrical, contemporary, flowy. You get some hard, like deep, intense songs, as where kick is usually more upbeat, boom, boom, boom. We saw one today, Atlantis, that was a little bit of spoken at the beginning and at the end. Otherwise, it was all instrumental, and you don't see that very often because it is a really hard routine to be able to entertain while there's nothing else going on for the crowd.
Jill, between the 2 days, only one school was a double champion winner this year.
It was. Frazee took it in Class A in both kick and jazz. 2 amazing performances. Kick was my favorite personally with their Hamilton theme, but their jazz routine was phenomenal yesterday too.
Fly Girls of Frazee, what are the storylines? A great 2 days. We hope you enjoyed our coverage. If you haven't checked out results and photos and videos, go to our respective radio station website. Also Facebook and Twitter. We've got lots of things there that I think you'll enjoy. And we'll be back again next year. Thanks for joining us. That's your update, day number 2, State Dance Team Tournament coverage on the Ingstead, Minnesota Radio Network.